Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Tenacious Freak? That is number 4. You are on the list. Good to see you. Yes, we are live. Hello, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, people from all around the world. Welcome to Travel Man Dan weekly beer and video review show with me, Danny Salay, aka Travel Man Dan, aka Reading Man Dan, aka Movie Man Dan. I am excited. Today's episode, Garrett, Greg Z, what's up, dude? Get your popcorn ready. Get ready. It's all in here. Tenacious Freak just hit up 4 firsts in a row. That means next week, if he lands at number 1, we're going to be doing shots. Yes. All right. I am so excited. Today is going to be an amazing episode. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're here live or if you're watching it on replay, thank you. If you've never seen this show before, let me tell you about what we do here on the show. We go ahead and we review 2 beers. These beers today are going to be freaking amazing. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And while we go ahead and review beers, we talk about the videos that came out on my channel, the Danny Salay channel last week, and we preview the ones that are coming in this upcoming week. And in between all of this, we talk about everything, anything that comes up. Anytime you go ahead and say something, I'll recognize you. I'll throw it up to you. We have a little banter back and forth. One thing is we don't get too political on here. We don't want to upset anybody. Hey, what's up, Aquanuts? Drinking a champagne tonight. What's up? All right. So we don't want to offend anybody. So just keep it light, easy, fun. Come here, have a good time, talk some shit, have a good time. Go through a little bit of the news. Uncle John is here. Yes, Uncle John is in the house. All right, I'm so excited. Really pumped up. Today's show is going to be fun. We do a what would you rather. All right, go ahead and give you a couple of options. We go ahead and we do a little segment called This Day in History. We do a what are you reading, what are you watching, and then we close the show out with a quote. So it should be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us. We got some great stuff for today's show. I'm really excited. Hopefully I didn't forget. As I see it over here, I don't want to reach over. I don't know which way to go, this way or that way, but I am excited, ready to go, pumped up. Let's start it off. All right. So today we're going to start off with a nice, delicious beer brewed here. And, well, I take that back. I don't even know what this beer tastes like. Today we're going to start with a local beer here in Los Angeles. Hey, Dad, let's get a shot. We're going to be doing a shot. And I'm going to tell you why we're going to be doing a shot. So, if you need to go to the cupboard and get yourself some liquor, go get it now. We're going to be doing a shot. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got a special thing coming up that we're going to go ahead and celebrate. But let me warm up a little bit because, well, I'm touching it right now. I'm so excited about it. But today we're going to be doing a local beer here in Los Angeles. It comes from a brewery called Smog City. It's down in Torrance, California, which is considered the South Bay of Los Angeles. And if you're not familiar with smog, well, it's that gray, smoky orange look that gave LA a notorious pictures of just smog burrowing through the downtown area. Well, it's pretty much cleared up most of the time. There's occasionally some days where it's really hot and actually gets humid out here, which it doesn't much, but then we have smog. Anyway, nevertheless, they got a cool ass label, and that's why we're going to be drinking the Smog City Brewing Company Coffee Porter. Check that out. Isn't that a cool label? Some kind of crazy robot. I think it's like a coffee pot robot. And, well, it's definitely hand-drawn. Love and Light from Copenhagen. Who do we got? Dronic. We have somebody new from Copenhagen. Yes! Frickin' A, man. I love the Danish people, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Well, this is our live weekly beer and video review show. I hope you're sit back, relax. I know if you're Danish, you probably have some beer, but this is what we're going ahead and reviewing today. Let those small, oh, you like these small fat bottles? We call them chodies. But actually, this bottle is your regular 12-ounce bottle of beer. They do recycle. 1% goes back to the planet. That's pretty cool. It is right on the cusp of being a strong beer at 6%. So that's pretty cool. All right, well, without further ado and lots of rambling, let's go ahead and crack this sucker open. I'm always curious about coffee porters because, well, I don't really like porters, but I love coffee. The last one we had was absolutely fantastic. And if this is anything like the last coffee porter we had about a month ago, I'm in for a good treat because, well, sometimes the mixture of like coffee and beer just, it mentally gets me into a mode where I just can't handle it and I don't think that I'll enjoy it. And well, a porter beer is more of a thick kind of how do I say this? It's more of a thick stout type beer. And well, not my first choice, but let's go ahead and try it out. I definitely want to support the local brewery. I'm so freaking excited. All right, we'll take a ooh. All right, so first whiffed and waft to the bottle is well, you can smell a hardcore waft and aroma of a coffee bean, so that's a good sign. Ooh, I can smell more coffee. Hey, Baro, greetings from Northeast India. Thank you, Baro. Yes. All right, Baro, don't you sweat it, buddy. We got some Indian beers coming up, man. I found some. I'm so excited. I'm dedicating next week's episode to you, pal. But yeah, the first smell of the coffee porter is a very harsh aroma of a coffee bean, which is nice. Okay, I smell more coffee bean. Ooh, look at this. Nice and black and thick. Oh, man. Really? Look at this. Doesn't even look like a beer. I'm used to, Uncle, don't drink it. Don't do it. Don't snort it. Uncle John, there'll be no snorting on this show. Look at this. Holy cow. I feel like the Germans would be very proud of me right now. Look at this thing. This is thick as hell, okay? You can't even see what's going on behind here. Dronic, thank you so much. And we can see that this is true to its label as a porter. It's a thick, dark black beer. Had an egg on that one. Looks like coffee. Yes, it does. That's crazy. That's what I was just about to say. Aquanuts is, even though this is a coffee porter beer, it looks skull. Yeah, you guys gotta let me know what that means because there's a football team that does that, and I still have no idea what that means. But yeah, thick, black, coffee looking. The head on this thing doesn't seem to be going down anytime soon. Let's go ahead and give it a first taste, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Oh, man. Cheers. Oh, man. Oh, man. This one right here. Holy cow. Oh, my. Skull. Good to use in a slow cooker. Uncle John, this beer, holy shit, does it taste like coffee. And I'm not talking about like bad Folgers. Look at it. Even my breath smells like my old Spanish teacher after he's been smoking and drinking coffee all day. Wow, this beer is unbelievably good. I mean, it really tastes like coffee. And then sometimes when you get these weird infusions, you get like a really raunchy taste of the beer and the hops and the ale and everything. Not on this guy. This thing is 100% coffee. Oh my gosh, I can still smell it. Smog City Coffee Porter. I think you have a new fan. Really delicious. I'm a coffee fanatic, so I'm definitely pumped about getting into that. And wow, I can still taste it on my palate. It's man, it is really nice. It's refreshing because you got that, well, it's like a porter and you got that alcoholic beer taste, but yet it's still kind of a little bit bitter and it's still got that black coffee taste, and it's really good, man. It's wow. Any beer taste it? No, very little. Looks like black tea, Baro. Yeah, that's the crazy part of Tenacious Freak is like you get into these infusions and you always, you get a little waft of the coffee or the raspberry or the grapefruit, but most of the time the hoppiness and the ale and the barley kind of take over. Not on this guy, man. You're just running with it right all the way with coffee. So, wow. Okay. I am really impressed right now off the first sip. I think this might have been the best first sip beer I think I've ever had on this show. And I am delighted. So now I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about what we talk about, and that is the COVID-19, guys. The Rona, all right? Okay? I'm not sure what you guys call it in your country or whatever, but I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything is getting back to normal, but staying safe under the precautions. Here in California, it's still. I mean, this place is jacked up right now. We don't know which way to go. Things are shutting down. We're hitting levels that we've never hit before. It's spiking, but yet things are still staying open, and temporarily places like non-essential businesses. But you got to understand, these people are essential because they're part of the economy. And thank you, I appreciate it, Tenacious Freak. It hasn't been easy out here in California. We really just took a weird step back about 2 weeks ago, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm not going to point any fingers. I just don't do that. I just kind of hopefully. I hope that you guys are safe, and I hope that it soon ends and we're out there traveling again, because I miss that the most. You passed us. I know, Uncle John. I'm talking to my uncle in New York, and yeah, and it doesn't look like we're slowing down either. People still get sick, but people don't die as often. Okay. Yeah, I heard Denmark is pretty well taken care of, but hey, look, a couple of things on the good side. Our sports are back. Woo! So pretty excited about that. And baseball is back. I got to watch the New York Yankees 3 times already, and I'm really excited about that. Thank you, T-Mobile. If you guys are in the United States and you don't have T-Mobile, you need to get it to T-Mobile. They offer this package. It's awesome. It's called Tuesdays. And T-Mobile Tuesdays, and you can go ahead and download the free Major League Baseball app, and you phenomenal. It's a perfect stream, so I'm always watching Yankee games. I'm able to, if I don't catch it live, I'm able to play it before I go to bed. So really fun, good stuff. And to be honest with you, I'm really not that taken off by no fans or whatever. I mean, Toronto is playing in Buffalo. I know, it's crazy, man. I'm so excited. Hope you get to go to the games. The Toronto Blue Jays, obviously Toronto being the city in Ontario, Canada, are right over the border from us, about an hour and 20 minutes. And so we have a AAA team called the Buffalo Bisons. It's a smaller stadium. Like I said last week, I've played there a few times. I think it holds capacity to about 30,000, but it doesn't matter because there's no fans anyway. But the field's mint condition. It's really cool. It's right in our downtown, and the Toronto Blue Jays will be playing, I think, most of their home games there. So that'd be fun for the city of Buffalo, and people are looking forward to it. I'm sure we'll have a couple of diehard Toronto fans get over the border and be able to go check it out. But I'm excited about that, and good for Buffalo Bisons, good for the city of Buffalo, and I hope you guys get a chance to watch that. I'm excited to see it on TV. Anyway, let's go and slow things down a little bit with this coffee porter. Drinking the Labatt's, nice. Uncle John, I'm totally jealous. Oh my gosh. I mean, oh my gosh. I feel like I'm drinking an iced nitro coffee. It's just thick, creamy, smooth, really nice tasting. Tastes like a black nitro coffee at Starbucks. And it's probably pretty dangerous because you can drink quite a few of them, and they are 6%. So you might end up face down in somebody's volleyball net in their backyard. Who's ever done that before? Anyway, good stuff with the porter. Hope you guys are okay. Really excited about the sports being back. Hopefully that the spike in California and wherever it keeps getting higher and higher, it will go down. Yeah, and just hope that everything goes back to normal, because we miss it. We miss being out there. We miss just having the option to go to Denmark or to go to Asia or to go to Africa. It was always fun, and I want to get back to the bare roots of this show, which is travel. Anyway, all right, trying a ginger Brereton blonde after the Belgian Pale was great. I'm a fan. Okay, cool. Nice. I've never heard of that one. You know, the European beers, you guys have so many different breweries and so many different cool beers that we don't really get in the United States. So Looking forward to getting over there and trying some of those delicious, tasty beers. But hey, now is the exciting part, the part that I'm so excited about this show. Guys, if you guys watch this show on the regular, thank you so much. I know who does, and I'm keeping track, and I definitely want to go ahead and say a special thank you to two people out there. Their names are Tenacious Freak and Aqua Nuts. They're regulars on the show. They live in Copenhagen, Denmark. I've never met them before. I've only talked to them on the show and through Instagram. And Michael is his name. He's expressed how much he's enjoyed this, and I've expressed back to him how much I enjoy him and Aquanuts being part of the show. And they actually absolutely floored me. Check this out, guys. Yes, missed my concerts. Check this out, guys. All right, so this is what I was so excited to show everybody today, the special treat. This came from me on Friday, all the way from Copenhagen, Denmark, from Tenacious Freak, sent me this box. I have no idea what's in this box. This is an unboxing and unveiling. I don't know. It's got his address here, okay? It is written in Danish, okay? A lot of this cool stuff, okay? We see fragilistic, okay? See the Danish writing. This box has come through customs, as we can see the security, and I can't tell you how excited I am to see what's in this box. I don't know. We had some issues with customs. No, we had some issues with postal service, and I wasn't able to get it right away, so I had to go down to the post office and get it. But we got it here, and here it is. I'm shaking it. Let's go ahead. First time here from Copenhagen. Yes, Dornick, thank you so much, and big shouts out. I don't know if you know Tenacious Freak. Man, this package came from Copenhagen. It couldn't be more exciting. Tenacious Freak, Michael, Aquanuts, thank you so much. I'm about to open this package and we'll see what's inside. All right, we got our knife. We're gonna go ahead and cut slowly, because if there's anything in here that's gonna explode or anything, I don't know, I hope not. Hope there's no, all right, Tenacious Freak. There it is. We are cutting open the box. This is the live unboxing of my gift from Tenacious Freak and Aquanuts, all the way from Copenhagen, Denmark. Guys, they saw my show on Copenhagen. I'm not sure what episode. Hey, what's up, LOL? What's going on? We are unboxing. What do we have here? Oh, man. We got some kind of crazy other box. Oh, man, look at this. Oh, jeez. Wow. Amazing. Is this what's inside? Let's go ahead and take a closer look. I think we got ourselves some new beer mugs. Oh, my gosh. Look at the size of these things. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, everybody check this out. And this is Lyngby glass. Wow. Look at the size of this glass. Look at the size of this. This is Lyngby glass. I think it's a pretty, can you send a salute to April? Yes, I will. April. April, what's up? How are you? Travel Man Dan wants to send you a hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is well in your life. You're staying safe. And good to see you. Good to hear from you. Hope you're having a good one. Check out this amazing glass. Oh my gosh. Tenacious Freak. You're awesome, dude. Check this out. And there's two of them. Holy man. You are not even messing around. Look at the size of this thing. This is a beast. These two guys are massive. Yes, yes, it's all in one piece. Tenacious Freak, Aquanuts. These are massive. How many ounces are there? Okay, let's put these down over here because I don't want them to break. And we are gonna go ahead and we are gonna use it for the second beer. It's written in Danish, Zero Kras. I don't know what that means. Fredericksburg. Whoa! I'm surprised the post did not break. I know. You have to start 1 hour sooner so you finish that. Wow. Well, that's what Tenacious Freak was saying. It was like he was worried, but it was well protected. It was bottled up Could you also send a salute to Oya, please? Yes. Oya, I hope I said your name correctly. Hello, welcome. I'm Travel Man Dan. I hope you're having a good afternoon. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're watching this with LOL and enjoying the weekly beer and video review show. Thanks a lot. Check out my awesome mugs. This one I'm going to call Tenacious Freak, and this one I'm going to call Aqua Nuts. This is freaking awesome. This is an amazing glass company from Frederiksberg, Denmark, and Frederiksberg is one of my favorite places. You're welcome, LOL. It's one of my favorite places just outside of Copenhagen where the Frederiksberg Castle is. If you haven't seen my video on the Frederiksberg Castle, it's the largest castle in Europe and it is fantastic. Enough to get drunk, yes. Dude, look at this. Dad, are you still there? Are you still on there? Aqua Nuts. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't even know how to mark these. Look at these. Oh my gosh, 1 liter, dude. 1 liter. Ziggy ziggy oi 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 oi. This is, dude. Please, if my father is there, don't break them. I know, Uncle John. Set them right there. Dude, that's so, really, man. That's so cool. I'm just like, nobody sends me gifts, man. And thank you so much. I cannot say thank you enough. I didn't ask for this, and out of the generosity and the kindness in your heart, you guys sent me these amazing glasses from one of my favorite places in the world. And you know, each and every time I drink from them, I'll think of you guys and I'll cherish it. I'll try to drink 2 liters a piece just for you, Dan. Thank you. Thank you so much, Aquanuts. All right, big hug. And looking forward to getting back over to Denmark with Postal Feed. Dude, I got you. Don't worry, man. Once the Travel Man Dan swag starts pumping out and getting going, I got you guys. Don't worry. But it's the true thought of it, man. Look at these amazing mugs. I'll tell you what. We don't usually do this on special occasions. We do it. It's dollars per mug. But I'll tell you what we're going to do today. In honor of Aquanuts. Hey, Aston. Dude, what's up? Check out these amazing beer mugs I just got in the mail from Copenhagen from Tenacious Freak and Aquanuts. And in honor of that, we don't normally do this. And I know he's got 4 first-timers here. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do shots. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I got a special one for you. And this is what we're going to be drinking. We're going to be drinking the little Chivas. I'm sending you a pack of solo cups. Guys, in case you don't know, Uncle John is my godfather. So this one, if you guys got some hard alcohol or you want to take a shot, we don't normally get a lot of shots going, but in honor of Aquanuts and Tenacious Freak, who had just sent me these amazing beer mugs, really, thank you so much. I want to salute to you guys. I want to go ahead and throw up a shot for you guys of, by the way, this is like 30-year-old scotch too. This guy gave it to me. I was working a job and he needed someone to help him move some stuff. I don't know if those things are swimming or if there's things floating in there. No. All right, thank you guys so much. Very much appreciate it. And this shot's for you. Ooh. Raise the glass. Yes. Use the big beer mugs. We're going to use one of them. We're going to use one of them next. Fruit flies. No, Uncle John, I'm not even kidding. I think there was something swimming around in there. I might have some weird little parasite. Where is Dad? Dad, did you see these friggin' glasses? Oh, man. So that was a smooth shot. That was so tasty. I feel so secure now that these large beer glasses are sitting next to me. I'm going to go right back. Look at this. They make this thing look like dogs. Hey, sucker. What you want? Huh? You want something me? Huh? All right. Hey, enough of that. You're going to break it, Danny. All right. Cheers, guys. Wow. Wow. I have a Carlsberg in that mug. Dad, did you see these things? Dad, look at these things. This is from Tenacious Freak and Aquanuts, all the way from Denmark. Oh yes. You need to clean those out, man. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do a quick clean as I'm talking to you guys because what were we talking about? Oh, the beer. So the beer. Wow. Really? I just drank another sip of it and send to Carlsberg. Send that to Kenmore, New York, or Tonawanda. My father loves Carlsberg, which is really funny because he generally only likes his Labatt Blue, but he's been drinking Danish beer, so that's kind of cool. So look, my I cannot say enough good things about this delicious porter. My arm would get tired. It's so tasty. There's really not a lot of complexity in it. When you drink it, it tastes like coffee. And then you get a nice sweet, kind of malty, smooth, creamy porter taste to it. And it's really freaking good, guys. I'm not sure if you get it. It's probably very, very local, here being from Torrance. And sometimes these little microbrews can be tough to find. But if you get a chance to try it out, man, please do. It's well worth it. All right, I just really rubbed this sucker down, huh? Just really give it a good rub down, massage. Dude, I would love for you to hook up, man. Come on over, dude, and we'll give you a good time out here. But anyway, I've massaged it. We're gonna save this over here for the second beer. And the good thing about the second beer is, well, the second beer is a little bit bigger. It's not a 12-ounce bottle. So stay tuned. We're going to go get into that in a little bit. And guys, I think this is like the third week in a row we've had more than 10 people consistently on the show. What? This is awesome. Thank you so much. We're just moving right along, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about what's coming up. And next week, well, actually tonight, wherever you are, the Micro Monday episode will be a really fun video if you're into like movie stuff. Last week hit 20, I know. I don't know if we could do it this week, but we'll definitely be here. So we'll see what happens. But next video that comes out tomorrow is going to be really fun if you're into like movie trivia or movie locations, because this is one of my favorite classic movies, and I'm going to tie something else into it later. But if you've ever seen the movie Pee-wee Herman's Big Adventure, count me twice. You got Aunt Pauline there. Yes, that's what that means. Yes, Aunt Pauline's there. Hi, Aunt Pauline. Miss you, love you. Hope you're doing well. And now we're talking Pee-wee Herman. If you've ever seen the movie Pee-wee's Big Adventure, there's a scene in the movie where Pee-wee and Dottie are getting chased. And they have to hide out, right? So they pick this weird roadside attraction, and it's these dinosaurs, right? And they go in, they're hiding from the guy that's trying to get his bike back from Pee-wee, and Pee-wee and Dottie end up hiding up in the Tyrannosaurus Rex's mouth. That is a place called the Cabazon Dinosaurs, and it's a roadside attraction about 2 hours outside of Los Angeles in the middle of the desert. Well, that was one of my very first videos, and it's probably in the first like 15. I drove my friend out there. He's not from the U.S. He was like, "Where the hell are we?" And it's just this weird roadside attraction. Yes, you gotta watch tomorrow's on my channel, because you'll love the really cool Cabazon dinosaurs. But also, in part of that video is the introduction, my explanation, the story of the magic globe. Okay, here it is, the magic globe. Okay, this is how I travel in all my videos. Now, I'm not going to do this now because I'm paying close attention to what Dr. Fauci says. And if there's no travel abroad through airplanes and stuff, then I'm not going to go ahead and go against the grain and go and spoil everything and start traveling using the magic globe. But I talk about where I got the magic globe from, when I got the magic globe, what it does, and I show you. If I was to basically go like this, right? I'm not going to do it. It's so damn powerful. It's got too much power in it. I don't want to spoil it. And I shouldn't be transferring through countries right now until COVID has gotten better. But if I was to think about somewhere, like say if I wanted to shake Tenacious D's hand and say thank you so much and give you guys big hugs for the beer mugs, all I would have to do is squeeze this magic globe and I would appear. It's real, man. Real magic. Watch the video tomorrow. You will see as I transport. I'm going to go ahead. I keep it in this purple bag. It was given to me by a wizard named Zirzor that I met on a mountaintop. And yeah, pretty good stuff right here. So if you haven't seen that original video of the Cabazon down, stop touching it and put it back in. Well, Greg, you know the magic and power of that globe. And if you know, you got to be careful. But hey, like I said, check out that video if you haven't. Crown Royal, what are you talking about? This is the purple wizard bag that Zirzor gave me. Alright, yeah, check it out. It comes out tomorrow. Really fun stuff, especially if you're a movie buff, especially if you like Pee Wee Herman, The Big Adventure. It's one of those cool things that you see and you're like, oh shit, I remember that from the movie. Lots of fun, good stuff, and hopefully you'll be able to check it out. All right, let's go back into the coffee porter. This delicious, amazing beer. If you're just hopping on with us, this is what we're doing. It's from the Smog City Brewing Company in Torrance, California. It is a freaking amazing beer. It tastes like a nitro coffee. It looks like a nitro coffee, and man, I am pleasantly surprised. Even when I get about right here to go drink it, I can smell it, and it's like, you know when you get a bag of coffee and it's not grounded up yet, it's still in its bean form, you open it and you just get that, ooh, take me. That's what this beer smells like. Still, after it's been open for almost a half an hour, you can still smell the aroma of the Arabic coffee that is just rushing through this amazing porter. Delicious. Delicious, Dad. You gotta try this one. Oh man, maybe I'll try to bring it home at Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, who's already excited about Christmas? We'll get into that a little bit later. Uncle John, are you ready? I'm ready for good, guys. Would you drink that warm? Man, you know, I know certain cultures and certain ways and habits, but for me, I don't like warm beer ever, you know. I went through it a lot in China, and that was more by accident because they just don't have refrigeration like we do here in the United States, or, you know, I want to say Western world or whatever. There's lots of places that have cool, refreshing beer in China, but there's lots of places that don't. And for me personally, I don't like cold beer. I mean, warm beer, no matter what it is. I can't drink warm beer. Yeah, I'm with Aston, you know. Something about it. Barrow, do you drink beer? Are you a beer drinker, Barrow? But hey, we're gonna move right on. I'm gonna talk about yesterday. Yesterday was a fantastic day. Funny thing is I don't want to go ahead and let it all out, but it sounds funny when I say this. But I actually auditioned yesterday for Ridley Scott. I know what you're thinking. Wow, it's a small brewery down in the southern part of Los Angeles. Really small. I just found it the other day. Basement temperature is my favorite. Is that like a little bit cold? But hey, I did this really cool thing yesterday. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. In 2011, a director, along with Ridley Scott, created a movie called Life in a Day. And what they did is they went out there and they opened up this one day. And it was, I want to say, it might have been the same day, July 25th, right? But, so, no, Danny, I'm sorry. That's okay, Barrow. If you're not a big drinker, that's fine. No beers. And not everybody is a beer drinker. Sorry, I'm looking at my time. Not everybody's a drinker, but anyway, Life in a Day in 2011 was this cool collaboration, nice, of all these different people filming their day on the exact same day. And then Ridley Scott and everyone put this thing together, and they handpicked snippets here, snippets there, things they liked about that particular person or that particular clip, and they mashed it together and they created a movie. And that's what they did again yesterday. On July 25th, 2020, Life in the Day is going to be created. So I went ahead and filmed my whole day. From the minute I woke up to the minute I'm doing all this stuff here in the studio. I went hiking up the Sand Mountain. I went Then I came home. I watched the UFC. I did some I did some reading man Dan videos. Just basically filmed my day, vlog style. So wouldn't it be really cool if Ridley Scott and the producers and stuff happened to just take 2 seconds of Travel Man Dan, just 2 seconds, put me into that movie? That'd be fantastic. Check it out. It's called Life in a Day. It was done by YouTube. It's gonna be out probably sometime next year or whatever. Submissions are due. I gotta now chop it up and edit it and send it all the clips to them by August 2nd. But I'm really looking forward to that. I just that'd be really cool to watch a full feature of all these different creatives like myself that just go and film their day from all over the world, from India, from Peru, from Africa, from New York. And Wonder Strudel, thank you. Good to see you here. Yeah, I'll be really excited to see that, and really pleased if I could be a part of that. Anyway, that's what I did yesterday. Got a second beer already. Should have gotten more. That could be pretty big. I know, it'd be so awesome. I mean, you never know. I mean, I'm not expecting it, but you know, why not me, right? Why not me? You know, if he's putting together a movie of creatives, I'm doing some cool creative things. I was climbing up these crazy, like 200-yard long sand dunes. Yes. And then I was going ahead and I was doing a Reading Man Dan episode of Celestina, the astronaut ballerina. Fingers crossed. Thank you, Tenacious Freak. We're about to get down your other beer. I'm going to go ahead and try the last bit of this porter, and then we'll go on to the second beer. Wow. Wow. I've never enjoyed a porter so much. Guys, this beer is really delicious. It's really thick. It's creamy. It's like you're drinking a cold nitro coffee. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but that is an absolute 100% truth. I can still feel the kind of coffeeness on my teeth, and it's got just a really strong bitterness to it, but not bitterness like a hoppy and like an ale, more like a bitter of a coffee. I can kind of, I can smell my own breath. It smells like black. You know, this is 2 in a row now. That's the one. You know, it's Smog City. It's pretty small brewery. I just found out about it. It's in Torrance, California, if you want to check it out. After the video, I always go ahead and put all the links down. So if you want to look more into any beer that you see here, you can definitely check this one out. But really good, really, you know, skeptic on the porter. But I'm starting to change how I feel about these coffee porters, because the last two I've had have been outstanding. With this one being one of the highest scores I'm ever going to give a beer, and that's why I feel so confident and I feel so comfortable with awarding Smog City Coffee Porter a delicious, a wonderful tasting coffee beverage, a 9.5. That's what it, no, Tenacious Freak, it's a 6%. And this is going to get a 9.5, almost a perfect 10. Almost a perfect 10. The only beer to ever score a perfect 10 was Labatt's Blue. And wow, this beer is that good. Now, the only reason I probably wouldn't give it a 10 is because I don't think I could drink 10 of them. And that's one of the things I like to think about is, well, if I'm going to give it a 10, can I drink 10 of them? If I was to drink 10 of these, I'd be face down. Wow. Yeah, the 6%. Really delicious. I like the label. I love that it tastes like coffee. Like, you don't even taste the beer. Delicious. Smog City, 9.5. It's a good one. Thank you. Truly, you like that one. Yeah, if you're going to give something a 10, you should be able to drink a 10. I've been to California many times. Have you, Dronic? Dude, next time you're in LA, man, hit me up on Instagram. We'll go out and drink it up. And you will in the new mugs. Yes, Uncle John, we're about to bust into that new mugs. But yeah, if you come to California again, Dronic, let me know, and I'm going to send you back to Copenhagen with a 6-pack of this so that you make sure Aqua Nuts and Tenacious Freak get some of these, okay? All right, because that's what we're doing. Guys, if you're just hopping in and you're new and you're just checking out, check out these amazing Lingby glass beer mugs. a tenacious freak has sent me all the way from Fredericksburg, just outside of Copenhagen, and it is freaking awesome. And we're gonna go right to it. I wiped it down. That counts, right? Right? Yeah, that counts. I don't think my mom's watching. If you drink a dirty glass, you drink a dirty glass. All right. So the next beer we're going to have is one of my favorite breweries of all time, maybe my favorite brewery of all time, and I'm talking about the Stone Brewery. And Stone Brewery is absolutely one of the best breweries. Everyone that they've had has been exceptional. If you've watched this show before, you have definitely seen me drink some of these beers. It is in Escondido, California, and we are having this delicious 1 pint Stone Tiki Escape IPA. Check this sucker out. It is a big beer. Things are going to get a little rocky from this point on. This is almost an 8% alcohol content. It is at 7.7, so it is extremely strong. And I can't tell you if I start cussing, if things get a little fam in San Marcos. Oh, cool, down by San Diego. I know that area. That's very close to Stone Brewery. Okay, let's get into this IPA. Now, much different from the coffee porter. Right away, whoo, whoa, that is one skunk right there. That is a skunk zone. Holy cow. I mean, right away, the aroma is fragrant of really crazy amount of hops, okay? At a 7.7, this thing is going to be intense. Now, one of the things I'm curious about this, because it's a Tiki Escape and it's taking the motif of Hawaii, is it going to have like a tropical fruit and a citric flavor to it? Or is it going to be more consistent to a standard IPA where its intense hops bring you in? Don't use the new mugs with that beer. Why? This is going to be awesome. Uncle John, this is going to be awesome. Here it comes. I'm going against my uncle, okay? I'm sorry, Uncle John, I have to use the new mug. Next week, I'm going to promise you guys, next week is going to be an absolute shit show. I'm going to fill up an entire mug with an American beer, okay? I'm not doing like IPAs with this thing, but because I'll fall down and, you know. All right, let's take a look. Going against Uncle John's word. I'm sorry. Put your seatbelt on. That's a majestic mug. I have to give you that, D. This is, I mean, I can't take the credit for this. This goes all to Tenacious Freak and Aqua Nuts. And right away as I pour it in, you can see 2 hands. I know. This thing is massive. No, next week is going to be awesome. I'm going to fill the entire thing up, okay? We're going all the way to the top. We're going to do some kind of like light American beer. Thank you, Don. This is for you guys. I'm taking my first sip. Right away, I can see the IPA cloudiness of this guy. And, well, it has like a bit of a citric gold color going on. And the foam is starting to subdue and got it settling back in. It's got a real cloudy look to it. It's not completely dark, but I love the way IPAs look when they're like this. Need a bigger beer, I know. Next week we're gonna do it. We're gonna do some fun stuff. I'm gonna do one from India and we're gonna do one from America. Shout out to Barrow. Fill that twice and you're done for the night. I know. It's amazing. I love it. No, Aston. Now I have the power to be done for the night. Ah, love these guys, man. These are gonna. I will always keep these, and I will keep them safe, and not be foolish around them, because I want to remember this time. I want to remember that gratitude that Aqua Nuts and that Tenacious Freak has sent me. And it's crazy. I plan on drinking well into my 70s, and so 30, 40 years from now, I'm gonna have this, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna be able to look back and take this one down. But here we go. All right, without further ado, let's try out the Stone IPA Tiki Express. No, the Tiki Escape. All right, here we go. Oh, Oh my gosh. Strong. Strong. I don't know how to describe this one. Wow. Okay. Definitely supercharged on the hops. Really powerful stuff going on in there. It's got a bit of a citric flavor to it. Not as grapefruity as I thought it would be. More of a lemony, kind of freshy, herbal, zippy flavor. When you use 70, you can pee. I hope to be peeing in diapers. But it's pretty good, man. First sip, not bad at all. And well, the mug itself, skull. Yes, the mug itself is really nice. I mean, take a look at this. Is quality glass, man. This isn't no cheap shit, man. This is like suit you well. These mugs, my man, dude. I'm so happy. If you guys don't mind, because I got beer now and I'm not gonna drink later, I'm gonna take a quick photo for my socials, if you don't mind. So bear with me, okay? And I want to be an obnoxious wiener, but I definitely want to go ahead and shout this out. Get the big beer here. Here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oi, oi, oi. All right. Yeah, got the pie eye going. All right. That is awesome. It's as big as my head, dude. That's right. We cheesing. And really enjoying it. Really first sip's really good and looking forward to it. Hey guys, we didn't even talk about what came out last week. If you haven't seen the video last week, make sure you check it out. I did another Reading Man Dan. We had a fun time as we did this one. Marvin sent to me. I will borrow. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? Good stuff. We talked about it. We had a good time talking about it last week. Not going to go into it. Just a really fun Dr. Seuss book. So if you're new to the channel, you don't know, or if you wanted to, please do. I will definitely. This is Reading Man Dan. This is a show that I've created because I can't travel and I still want to continue putting out videos every week, but it's picked up a whole new world. It's picked up a lot of traction. So if you have any young people, is he eating chicken feeds? No, not this week. If you have any young people, if you have any nieces, nephews, daughters, cousins, small children that you know of, go ahead and send them a link for one of my Reading Man Dan videos and pass it on. I'm going to continue it once I go to start traveling again. I'm still going to be putting out videos because here in the studio I can control it, right? And so what that means is I can make like 5 or 6 Reading Man Dan, okay, Reading Man Dans in one day. I can put all my effort into creating a whole bunch of videos, and if I can create 6, well, that's every other week. That's figured out a little over 2 months, right? So I'm going to continue creating Reading Man Dan. Hope you guys enjoy those episodes. This is Marvin K. Mooney. Lots of fun. A little partnership I'm doing with Early Books and Dr. Seuss people. Hey, Dan. No problem. Oh, Aunt Sue. Well, should we catch her up on everything, guys? All right, real quick. Aunt Sue, having a blast. Really good time. Good to see you here. Everybody's here. The gang's all together. Check out these guys I got from Denmark, from Tenacious Freak and Aquanuts. This is what they sent me. We did an unboxing. You can check it out later. Now we're going into the next thing. We just finished last week's video, and now we're up to date. Thanks for joining us. All right, so now brings me to one of my favorite times, and that was the What Would You Rather. I love What Would You Rather. I love that you guys participate. Now, one of the things about What Would You Rather, if you're new to it, or if you probably heard me say this, but sometimes I gotta go through the spiel if you guys are new to it. But don't tell me your answers right now, because they'll pop up here, and then I can't go ahead and answer them as quick as I'd like to. Wait till the show's over, and then go down to the comments section and tell me your What Would You Rathers. It's okay if you answer them. All right, let's go. Everybody hates Tenacious Freaks out here. What Would You Rather is so much fun. Especially Listen, I love What Would You Rather, man. I'll play. Ask anybody that like hangs out with me. I play this shit with them for hours, and they're like, "Dude, stop!" I just really like it. But all right, one more sip of this delicious IPA. Really, I can taste the grain in it. I can taste the cereal and the hops. All right, perfect setting. Here we go. What would you rather? Go ahead and leave me your answers after this show ends. The first one, what would you rather? Would you rather watch the sun come up or would you watch the sun come down? What kind of person are you? Are you a early riser where you like to watch the sun come up over a beautiful mountain? Or do you like to make sure that you're hanging out on the patio eating dinner with your special somebody right around 7 o'clock as the sun heads down? For me personally, this one was tough. This one was tough. I gotta say, I enjoy the sun coming up. I like them both, obviously, but if I had to pick one, the sun coming up is so refreshing. I love, and I'm talking about like being out at like 4 in the morning and watching the sun come up. Hey, Sir Garito 2504, good to have you here. Nice to have you. Okay, that's number one. Number two, what would you rather? Would you prefer to play ping pong or bowling? Little party games. That one's easy for me. I come from Buffalo, New York, and we love bowling. I love bowling. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm low key, undercover. When I lived in China, I definitely like both too. But you can only pick one with What Would You Rather. And I'm definitely more of a bowling fan. But low key, when I was in China, I was working at this school, and for about 2 years, every lunch break I would take, I would sneak off to the bowling alley. And it was tons of fun. Hang out with these Chinese guys. They didn't speak a lick of English. I didn't speak any bit of Cantonese, and it was fantastic. You can only pick one. I know, it's tough. That's the hard part. Here comes number three. All right, number three. All right, what would you rather? Would you rather celebrate Halloween or Christmas? Oh man, that one's a tough one, isn't it? That one is really tough because well, you're put in this predicament where where you're put in this predicament where like, man, you like both so much and like Halloween's so fun and play ping pong with a bowling ball. That's funny. Yeah, you just really enjoy it. But for me, it's got to be Christmas. Christmas is my absolute favorite. Not only because it signifies a time for me to go home and be with my family and be at Uncle John's eating Good Guys pizza, but you know, I just like the spirit of Christmas. Yeah, Barrow. I just really like the idea behind it. I like that there's snow on the ground when there is snow, and well, I just really enjoy that kind of holiday. It's probably it is my favorite holiday. So there you have it. All right, the next one. The next what would you rather? Number 4. This one's a tough one. This one could break the bank. This one could make a lot of people upset. Okay. What is your favorite? No, what would you rather? More of the IPAs are kicking in. All right, what would you rather? Eat wings? Chicken wings? Okay. In Buffalo, we just call them wings. Christmas, yes. What would you rather? Eat wings or nachos? I mean, loaded nachos with like tons of cheese, chickens, beef, all that kind of stuff. What would you rather? Are you more of a wing person or Good Guys? Hey, Michelle. Yes. Welcome to the show. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going through the old What Would You Rather? And now we're at a really fun part where we're talking about what would you rather eat nachos, loaded nachos, or would you rather eat wings? And when I mean wings, I mean chicken wings. For me, like I said, much like bowling, I'm from Buffalo, so I gotta go ahead and I gotta go with chicken wings. Absolutely, 100%. All right. Here we go. Now here comes the wacky, the disgusting one, the one that makes you go, is this guy serious? Really? All right. So, what would you rather? Okay. All the time, this is happening, right? So, it's uncontrollable. It just continues to happen. Would you? I am. I love my hometown. Would you rather have constant puke coming out of your nose, just like constant puke, just running out of your nose? There's no stopping it. It just keeps flowing out, like, and maybe you get 1 hour a day where there's no puke. It comes out. It's not like flying out, but it's just slowly drizzling down, and so you always gotta, smell puke. Or coming from your eyes, you're always tearing, always gonna go ahead and tear, pee, urine. You're definitely, you're a sicko. We have a new Danish friend, drunk Dranik. So thank you so much. You understand the humor. There's something wrong with it. It comes out, so I guess it's coming out of those. I'm sorry, Aston. This is just the game. We're just doing what would you rather. So we gotta have 4 delicious nuts in the family. Interesting, Barrel. Yes. Which one you picking? I'm gonna have to go. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could have the smell and then be the tasting puke coming out of my nose constantly. I'm gonna have to go with pee coming out of my eyelids. So that's where we're at. We like to get a little silly if this is your first time watching. That's what we do here on the show. We get a little wacky. Hi, Daddy. It's too late to party again. Bubba, it's never too late when you're here. Bubba, check these out. And I know Michelle just hopped this on. So for a regular, look at these sons of guns that Tenacious Freak and Aqua Nuts sent me all the way from Denmark. These giant beer mugs. Oh my gosh. We are having an amazing time. They're awesome. They're heavy. Guys, I'm so glad you joined the show. We do it every week. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sip this down. Be sure to go and leave me those 5 what would you rathers. If you need a quick one, I'll go ahead and say it to you again real quick. What would you rather? The sun come up or the sun go down? What would you rather? Prefer to play bowling or ping pong? What would you rather? Lift weights so you can lift those beers. I know. What would you rather? Celebrate Halloween or Christmas? What would you rather eat? Wings or nachos? And what would you rather have? Puke coming out of your nose constantly or pee coming out of your eyes? Guys, this is what we're drinking if you're just hopping on. Bubba, good to see you. We're coming close to 20, guys. Can we do it? Can we do it? 20 people. The Tiki Escape IPA from Stone. All right. Here we go. In this giant mammoth glass. Oh my gosh. It's so tasty. It's got a bit of a heartiness to it. Sun come up. Yeah, me too, Barrow. Me too, buddy. I can't wait to come to Northeast India and watch that sun come up. It's going to be awesome. Does Max count? We could throw a dog in there, right? Guys, dogs count, right? We're coming close. We got some viewers. We're having a good time. We're enjoying ourselves. And that's why I want to talk about next week's video that's coming out. It's a Food Friday. And I'm going to tell you, I'm so excited about it. I had a freaking dream of it last night. And I'm going to go ahead and break the streak. Now, about 6 years ago, I quit McDonald's. I was in China and I was eating it and I bit into it and it just smelled awful. And I threw it out the window of my apartment. I was on like the 30th floor. I hope nobody got hit in the head with a burger. But I just quit McDonald's and I haven't had it since. All this fast food, all this kind of stuff, I've been kind of keeping with the streak. So this upcoming week, I'm going ahead and I'm breaking the fast dog burger. I'm going ahead and breaking the fast food streak of McDonald's because of a dream I had last night. I had a dream. I was listening to a podcast about fast food. What was it called? It was a fast food podcast, and I was listening to it, and they were talking about all the great fast food items from Arby's to McDonald's to Burger King to Sonic, you name it, all across there. If we're getting drunk, CW, are 32 view. I'm definitely getting there. But one of the cool things is, well, I fell asleep, and one of the cool things is I woke up to a dream where I was dreaming that I was at McDonald's eating. So I was like, man, if that's not a sign, yeah, sun wakes you up. That's awesome. If that's not a sign, I definitely got to get on it. So this upcoming week, I'll be going to not just any McDonald's, the very first McDonald's ever. I'm going to go out there, and it's in Southern California, and I'm going to try something off their secret menu. Hopefully they honor it. Hopefully they have it. If they don't, I think I can go ahead and reconstruct it. It was mentioned to me years ago, and I kind of wanted to try it then, but I didn't. And then it was brought up again when I started doing the secret menu items by my friend Mikey Capella, and looking really forward to that video. So make sure you tune in to next week's Food Friday. Will be at McDonald's, and I'll be trying something off their secret menu. Looking forward to it. All right, here we go. Dude, I freaking love this glass, man. I feel like a Danish Viking or something. Not that that's the way you talk, but I just picture that just hardiness, like I just got off the fishing boat and I'm sucking duck at some mal. Borrow. One of the things that you're definitely going to feel when you're drinking the Stone, the Tiki IPA Escape is, looks like a good one, 2 cheers. It's really good. One of the things that you're going to feel is the strength of this sucker. It is a 7.7. And as you can see, I'm all over the place. I'm feeling good. But thanks for hanging with me. Our numbers, what are we at? Yeah, we're still going up. But now it's for a special time. It's called This Day in History. And this day in history, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk a little bit about history. Now, I got to go ahead and let you know a disclaimer. I'm not a history professor. My cousin Brian is, but I'm not. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a history buff. I'm not a historian. I just like it. And I just go ahead and I find out what happened on this day in history many, many years ago. So, on this day, July 26, 1775, U.S. Continental Congress creates the U.S. Post Office in Philadelphia, created by Benjamin Franklin. Yeah! The U.S. Post Office was created in 1775 by Ben Franklin. Man, that dude did so much for this country in the very beginning. You know, I'm sure they're probably tearing down statues and spray painting them and knocking them over somewhere. But, you know, he created our postal system. And that's pretty cool because if without our postal system, I wouldn't be able to get these. It's not called USPO, it's called USPS. I got to be honest with you, in bigger cities like Los Angeles, New York, Miami, Chicago, it is a little more difficult. But they have a really good system down, and it's been over 200 years. So here, July 27th there. All right, borrow. Just think back yesterday. So yeah, I'm really proud of that. But on this day in history, on July 26th, 1803, the Surrey Iron Railway Company arguably was the very first public railway, and it opened in South London. Aston, are you still with us? Do you know anything about this? Can you pop in? Can you chime in? The Surrey Iron Railway in 1803 created the first basic subway, tram system, inner city kind of commute, whatever you want to call it. But this is important because now we had these cross continental trails and trains and kind of, so things that will probably take you across Europe and parts of England and stuff. But in 1803, the Surrey Iron Railway made it comfortable and easy to travel. I wasn't there, but yes, I heard that. Dude, you're awesome. Great answer. Very clean, very crisp, very precise. I love it. I wasn't there, but I've heard of it. Hey, forget about it. Bada bing, bada boom, huh? And yeah, but that's what happened on this day in history in 1803. on July 26th, 1903. Oh man, if you like traveling, who likes road trips? I love road trips. If I could leave right now and drive home to Buffalo, I would, but I gotta go to work, so I can't. But man, every time I'm on a road trip, I absolutely love it. On this day in history, in 1903, the very first automobile trip across the United States was done. It went from San Francisco, which is Northern California, all the way to New York City, okay? And it was completed by Horatio Nelson Jackson and Sewell K. Crocker, okay? Two guys. England sparked the industrial age. Yeah. Thanks, Barrow. Actually, I'm not, but my cousin is. My cousin Brian, he is an actual history teacher. But it's really cool. Horatio Nelson Jackson was a physicist who also fought in World War One, and him and Sewell K. Crocker hopped aboard this old kind of cruiser type car. It's almost like a living room. Like there's two comfy chairs, and they had a little dog with them, and they trekked it. And I know that doesn't seem like very difficult now, but that was like 217 years ago. I'm sorry, 117 years ago. And conditions, roads, weather conditions. Imagine you're up in the mountains on some little puttering that's going like 30 miles per hour, and you're with your pal, and all of a sudden thunderstorms or snowstorms and crazy icy slick conditions happen. So what a feat. What an amazing pioneer. And if you want to check it out, check him out. Just Google Horatio Nelson Jackson. You'll find out all about him. Really interesting guy. All right, on this day in history, on July 26, 1947, President Truman signs the National Security Act. What is that? Well, that establishes a couple of things. It establishes the Department of Defense, the CIA, the National Security Council, and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So major implications on American history in terms of, well, the groups that they formed and just signing that and what that was able to do. The Central Intelligence Agency is globalized, and they go ahead and, well, we're not going to get too much into it, but on this day in history, President Truman signed that National Security Act in 1947. On this day in history. And this is a sad one, all right? If you got children in your room, well, they probably don't even know who he is. But if you're old enough to remember it and you can remember Drunick, if you can remember this is a sad one. On this day in history, July 26th, 1991, Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman, was arrested in Florida for exposing himself in public. Man, damn. Pee Wee Herman, man. He was caught at a late night movie theater. In Pee Wee's defense, he wasn't harming anybody. He was having a good time. You remember that, Papa? It was so... Man, that would be like... For older people, that would be like Mr. Rogers getting busted. For people my age, it would happen. Pee Wee Herman. I told him don't do it. Don't show me any... Oh, Greg. It had to be you, huh? Greg. I mean, in Pee Wee's defense, he wasn't hurting anybody. And, it basically ruined him because he had the hottest kids television show. It'd be like if Reading Man Dan just blew up, right? And he was like super popular all over the world. Like, it's Pee Wee's Playhouse. It's like, hey everybody, how's it going? It's Reading Man Dan. And then I got busted having it with myself. You know what I mean? Poor Pee Wee. So, but he did make a comeback. I don't know if you guys, George Michael made a hit when it meant. I'll tell you what, he did make a comeback. If you guys know Paul Rubens is actually extremely, obviously, if you could pull off Pee Wee Herman, you're extremely talented. He has great adventure, but he came back. His first, I think, big feature where he was back in public was a movie called Blow with Johnny Depp, and it was awesome. He plays Derek for real. He plays a gay hairdresser who smuggles all the drugs. If you haven't seen the movie Blow, check it out. You probably don't even realize that's Pee Wee Herman, but that is Pee Wee Herman. Paul Rubens, guy's a phenomenal actor. Let's look past the point that he was busted in a movie theater, and well, whatever. Moving on. Last thing, on this day in history, on July 26, 2008, California, the state of California, the great state of California, banned trans fat. Ah, man, restaurants. I should make that very clear. So, in 2008, on this day, the state of California banned trans fat to be served by restaurants. So, all that juicy goodness, all that fatness, all that kind of crazy goodness, all gone, baby. All gone. And at that time, that was one of my pinnacles, my heights of eating fast food. And I could just remember eating like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, and it just, something tasted weird, right? Something tasted wrong. But then when I went back over to China, and man, I bite into this thing. I was like, man, this is the way McDonald's is supposed to taste. Isn't that weird? McDonald's, KFC, all the fast food restaurants that are going, that's the way they tasted like in the 80s and 90s. They're over in China now. It's because of the trans fat laws. Now, I believe more states have introduced this bill, and they have also banned restaurants from serving trans fat. But it basically changed the industry of restaurants and fast food. But hey, hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, I'm not a history teacher. Just go ahead and lay some facts down. If you want to go ahead and research it, listen to this back and go ahead and Google it. Now we're getting back into this thing. Man, this is a bigger glass. We are still going longer. Thanks if you're still hanging with me. I'm having a great time. If we're having fun, we're going to continue going. I know the show is only supposed to be an hour, but hey, look. We got people from all over the world, and we are celebrating Aquanuts and Tenacious Freak and these delicious mugs. Let's start. Why don't we reading? You reading? Let's start. What you reading? What you watching? Let's do it, Barrow. Barrow, you should be my friggin' like line producer. You're always keeping me up there. I like it. All right. What are you reading? What are you watching? I'm gonna tell you what I'm reading and what I'm watching, and we're gonna start with what are you reading? What are you reading? Obviously, we know I'm still reading. Whatchamacallit, Cervantes, Don Quixote. It's gonna take all summer, but this is the book I'm reading now. It's called Atlas Obscura. And hurry up! I have to be back at the house to call you. The correction: your first reviews were 20 minutes. John Boggs is here. All right, okay. Let me address it. Tenacious Freak. I know it's crazy. Thank you, and you have been with me since the very beginning. JB, I remember that ride from the Oldsmobile from North Carolina. But hey, look, here we are. We're continuing. We're going an hour and 20 minutes. This is what we're reading, the Atlas Obscura. This book is fantastic. It was given to me by a friend. It's got all these crazy, fun explorer's guide to hidden worlds. It's got all these weird, interesting things that, you know, when you travel to another country that you don't really expect. It gives you all these, like, wacky things. Look at this stuff. Look at this. Brutalist monuments of the former Yugoslavia. And then it gives you all these weird monuments in Yugoslavia. Then it gives this one in Kyrgyzstan. I think that's Iceland. Scandinavia. This weird rock, right? Just all kinds of really cool, fun stuff. Cheers. Skull. And this one I really like. It's in Palestine, St. George's Monastery. How would you like to live there? All right. So yeah, this is what I'm reading in between a little Don Quixote. It's a lot of fun. Thank you to my friend who has inspired me to continue to travel, to continue to see the parts unknown, if you will, Anthony Bourdain, to see cool things and to make videos about it. And what am I watching? Well, I'm watching one of my favorite. I'm so excited. It came out on Amazon, and that is the original 1962 King Kong versus Godzilla. If you haven't seen it, it's out on Amazon. It's one of the cool things. The special effects are raw, and they're model sets, and they're fun, and they're enjoyable. But you know what? Without those things, without these kinds of films and these kinds of creativity people and people that are in the movies that are making these monsters, we'd never be where we are now, because we just keep on pushing that barrier and keep on pushing that limit. And that was the bar set in 1962. And when I go in and watch it, well, the acting's a little over the top, but the monsters are incredible, right? Yeah, they're a little weird, and they're definitely like model scale, and they don't compare to what we have today, but still really interesting to think back 50 years ago. It's about to watch a Netflix show called Fear City. I'm about to watch that too. Dude, Aston, that's gonna be next week. All right, so homework assignment. All right, everyone, check out Netflix show called Fear City. It's on the mafia in New York. Netflix always puts out really good documentaries or crime documentaries, so that one should be another really good one. It's probably stuff that I've already learned along the way, because I've watched so many of these. I just find that kind of lifestyle interesting, and I've done a lot of case studies when I was going ahead and practicing for roles. But I always like the way Netflix does those kinds of crime documentaries, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. Your homework assignment should be Fear City. Check it out. Let me know what you think. We're gonna go ahead and watch that, all coming up this week. All right, let's go ahead and drink down this last bit of Stone Tiki Escape IPA. Oh man, this is delicious stuff. Really good stuff. This is the last sip of today's mug. Okay, it's a hefty, heavy mug. We've been going for 75 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna go and slug this down, give you a score, and leave you with the quote of the day. Here we go. Looks here. It looks so good. It's so good. Stone is the best. Did you get time to watch The Last Dance? I saw it's on Netflix. I'm working on it. It's so funny, Aston, because when you guys pop up and you make these comments and I tell you, it's like I don't forget these things. And as I saw it pop up there, I'm thinking to myself, man, I have to watch this. I got to talk to Aston about this. So it's on the list. I'll definitely check it out, but I want to see that Fear City one. Wow. That beer was another home run. I mean, guys, I'm going to share a little something personal with you. There's a really hot girl down in San Diego that wants to take me to Stone Brewery. Unfortunately, COVID has really screwed us up, so I'm not able to go down there right now. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to go later. Yeah, this Tiki Escape IPA is delicious, and I really enjoyed this one. It's got not so much of a grapefruit, but more of a bitterness of the hops and the sorry, I just lost train of thought looking at it. I was trying to read and talk at the same time. The bitterness of the hops, and the IPA is really strong. Obviously, it's a 7.7, and drinking out of this super mug couldn't be better. That's why I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pony up on a score of giving it an 8.5. Really good beer, delicious. I don't think I've had one Stone beer that has had a lower score than 8. An 8. Okay, it's just really fantastic. I enjoy each and every sip. It's not going to be your overpowering grapefruit citric IPA. It's going to be more of that bitty, that. It's going to be more of that bitter. See, when I'm normally shooting videos and I screw up, I can cut it out. But now that you're live, isn't it fun? It's got more of that bitterness, that hoppiness. I know. We're working on a score of a beer test with Keanu Reeves. When? Let's do it. What's up? I would love to do a beer test with Keanu Reeves. If you can somehow hook it up, let's do it. I think Keanu Reeves is a low-key dude. I think he's a pretty honest guy, and I'd love to work with him and have him here at the weekly beer and video review show. And hey, look, once I get to 10,000 subscribers, we can go into the YouTube studios, which is going to be a hell of a time. But hey, we give it an 8.5. Really delicious beer. Definitely, you can never go wrong with Stone. You can never go wrong with Stone. I'm literally thinking about making an entire weekend going down to Escondido and making a weekend going to Stone Brewery, just drinking their beer. Hopefully, I would love to do. People say Keanu Reeves is a nice guy. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. he's, the thing is, he's been through a lot, and I've heard that a lot. Um, well, back to what I was saying is, I hope that I can somehow do a weekly beer and video review show live from Stone Brewery. I'm gonna see if I can't hook that up. But we also did this amazing beer. This Smog City Brewing Company from Torrance, California, rang in at a 9.5. He's very humble, and that's why people like him. And no matter how high you get, it's like people forget. It's that they weren't always that way, but the ones that have worked at their craft and they've worked their way through it, they're usually humble. I've met a lot of really good people. When I worked with Jackie Chan, it was one of the most exhilarating experiences because here you meet this global icon. I mean, Jackie Chan, everybody knows him. Everybody knows Jackie Chan. And he was the nicest guy in the world. He was very, very low key. I remember him being like, 大猩猩，要不要喝一点东西吗? Like, do you want something to drink? And like, he was so cool. Thank you, Tenacious Freak. And it was just really nice to see. Thank you. Thank you. That really means a lot to me, man, especially on today. Because I can see these comments popping up later. And the day that you give me these glasses. And I'm just a kid from Kenmore, New York, man. I have a dream to be an actor. And, the thing is I would do movies and acting for $40,000 a year. Yeah. But it's crazy. Back to that. And when you meet someone that you've looked up to and you've, kind of wanted to meet all your life, and then there you are working with him on set, and you're in a movie with him, and he's the coolest guy. He's humble. Jackie cleans up, and like I said, like he's like, do you want something to drink, and like all this kind of cool stuff, and just really cool, man. So no matter how big I get, or how where I stay at, I want to watch that movie. Check it out. It's called Dragon Blade. Yeah, you can check it out. Dragon Blade or 天降雄狮. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's a really fun movie. And yeah, anyway, whatever. Moving right along. Where can we find it? It used to be on Netflix, but I mean, I think probably. You know what, dude? Today's just freak. Sit tight. Okay, I'll find it for you. Let me see if I got something in the works for you. maybe I can do a little signature and send it off to Denmark. I'd love to do that if I can. But hey, now we're gonna wrap up the show with the quote of the week, the quote of the day. It's just something that I like to see, and I kind of pick out a quote and I kind of marinate over it. I don't go ahead and post it, which is cool too. I like people that post quotes, but I like to take this quote and to think about it and apply it to my life and see what kind of reflection I can have. And this one was brought to us by Steve Jobs, and he said, "If you look closely, you have a humble guy, and that's why we all love Barrow. Give me a big hug, Barrow." Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Making a micro of Dragon Blade. I should do that, man. I'll tell you what. I've been keeping this a lot of secret now. I'll go ahead and spark it out right now. I have something in the works with the Dragon Blade, behind the scenes type stuff, and I can't leak it out right now, but hopefully you'll be able to see it, man. I got some cool stuff coming. But we're working with this quote, and Steve Jobs said this. He said, "If you look closely, most overnight successes took a long time." I botched that up. Let's cut that. Steve Jobs said this. If you look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. And man, I think about this quote all the time, because as I sit here in this 10 by 20 room, studio, whatever you call it, as I talk to you guys each and every week, yeah, I like beer, but when the bullet hits the bone, like, I'm getting to work, you know what I mean? Like, wake up every day, keep grinding. That's right, JB. Thank you. Keep grinding. And that's what that quote means to me. It's like, when you see these people, and they're like, oh, wow, that guy came out of nowhere. No, he didn't come out of nowhere. Thanks, Carl. No, he didn't come out of nowhere. He's been working hard for 15 years on shit you never heard of. Overseas in China, on weird little wacky free shit, on kind of stuff here and there, one-liners and five and unders on his YouTube channel. And all of a sudden, he gets a show because he's been protecting, sweet dreams, people. Sweet dreams. Thank you so much. I was so happy to have you. Because he's been working on his craft. It took me a while, and now it's nice, but people look at it and think it's so easy, and then they know what you do. Yeah, exactly. This is when people see it, it's the finished product. I'm gonna tell you, going live isn't easy for me. You know, this is not an easy thing to go and talk for. Now we're going on close to an hour and a half, but each and every time you get better at it, and you know, you're gonna find out who really likes to do this. And I'm talking specifically relative to my life. To an actor's life, to an artist's life, to a person that's, you know, putting himself out there on YouTube or whatever as a creative endeavor. This holds true for anything, right? Okay, you could have like this mediocre pizzeria for 10 years, and then all of a sudden you change the pepperonis and the cheese and the sauce is a little bit different, and you have a way to add the cheese to the crust. Boom, it blows up. You're the hottest spot in town. Okay. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Bubba, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. Always a pleasure to hear from you. But that's what I'm talking about. And that's it's not an overnight success. People that work hard, think about what Steve Jobs said. He said, if you look closely at their body of work and how many years they've been doing it and what they've been putting into it, they've been putting everything they got into it. You know, working hard, continuing to grow, learning how to get better. I'm still here, yes. I love having you here. I don't know what it is about new people from Denmark. I love having you here. But it's so true. And when you think about it, Steve Jobs started in the garage and he created Microsoft. And I'm sorry, yeah, I think he did with Bill Gates, and Apple then blew up. And then Apple shit the bed for a while. Remember when Apple kind of sucked? But then it came back. And that's because Steve Jobs was continuing to grind. Much love. Keep doing it. Nothing but ever accomplished without enthusiasm. John, thank you so much. If you don't know, John B is my roommate from college. And I'm so happy you hopped on, JB. Love having you here, man. I just feel the comfort. I feel safe with you, bro. I love having you here. And thanks for tuning in. But yeah, so whatever it is that you're doing, if you're baking cookies and you're baking cupcakes and you own a restaurant, or you're working hard at IT, or you're becoming a scientist, or whatever the hell you're doing. I was in Denmark. I love your sandwiches. Yeah, sandwich awesome. Whatever you're doing, you can make it apply to your life. And that's the thing. It's not an overnight success. And that's what Steve Jobs was saying. And he was saying, do the work, and do the work. That's all I'm going to leave you with. Barrow, now we all become like a family. It's only because of your live show. Thanks, Danny. Thanks. Danny Mexican. Yeah, Barrow, that's awesome, bro. I love it, man. Yeah, it's true, man. It's like we got a core group of about 15 to 20 people. And if I don't say your name, I'm sorry, but Barrow, Aston, Tenacious Freak, Aquanuts, Baba, we got Jesus, now put me on the spot. Obviously, my family, Uncle John, Steve, Susan, you know, Mark. It just goes down the line. We've become a quite little cool family, and you know, I appreciate it. Thanks for gathering each and every week to listen to me talk. Yeah, we get a little shit faced. We've been doing shots and we've been drinking strong beer, but it's fun. And $15 and it's a good time. You know, what else can I say? One more time, I'd like to say thank you to Aquanuts. Thank you so much for sending me these delicious glasses, these amazing cups, these beer mugs from heaven. Thank you. I will cherish them. This is so awesome. JB, can you believe that? All the way from Denmark. An unboxing. How awesome is that? I think that deserves another one of these, huh? How about another shot, guys? Why not? You could build a house on those glasses. Bubba, damn right, dude. And this is it, man. Look, this is probably the longest show that we've ever done Love Greg Z's comments. Everybody loves Greg Z, and that's what Byro was talking about. Is the family that we've created. You know, Greg Z was one of the very first people to tune in and to watch me and to chime in. What? Cheers. Yeah. Look, we got more floaty things. Look at this. I don't know what this is. You guys see the floaty things? Okay. Uncle John. I'm not kidding. Scotch Whiskey Heritage Center. That's awesome. But really, man, it's been a fun ride, and we're only going to continue to get bigger. We're only going to continue to get better. Vitamins, Baba, nice, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you so much. This is for everybody tuning in to the Travel Man Dan weekly Tiny Glass. I know, Tiny Glass, Big Glass. Weekly beer and video review show. Shouts out to you. We're doing the Chivas tonight. Yes, the floaty things were white. Maybe don't drink if there's something in it. Aston, it's already gone. It's probably some kind of weird... I don't know. Can things grow in alcohol? Oh, well. Good night, Uncle John. Gold Soccer, yeah. Why not? Guys, thank you so much for hanging in there with me tonight. I'm Travel Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.